Welcome back to Monster Anime Review, Episode 10. We are here reviewing the final episode of Monster Season 1. No confirmation by Season 2 yet, but given what little cliffhanger we have here, and the fact that the ending of this episode clearly sets up a Season 2, hopefully we might get one. And if you're really curious though, now, they technically got the book 3 by this last episode, that they got most of the way through the 5th chapter. They basically got the day 128, but they didn't have fully. They had partially of that day. They were like a little bit left, but they did about most of the book. Now, though for some reason they got something from a later book for this one, because they have. Well, we'll get to that. So here's what happens. So here's something quite interesting. Now, we hear the opening Tao theme song, but we don't see the visuals we've been seeing since like episode I think 1 or 2 is the first time we had this show up. This is the first episode not to feature it, which I found that to be interesting. So it's mostly completion of the mission of Ogbro just arriving at the capital, and apparently not much guards are reacting much to see him, like basically seeing an apostle lord, not an ogre, an apostle lord, a vampire, and some ogres. Some actually were like hobgoblins. Yeah, no, so basically they go to the princess's palace. Yes, this is a smaller palace, and this is not the main one. No, we did not meet the king in this episode. I thought that would have been interesting. But it's the princess like, Hi, Dad. This is basically Ogbro. He has to to be from that other town. What happened to your guards? Oh, I abandoned him in that town. I hired him basically by my bodyguard because he's really strong. So basically, he gets rewarded. He gets a golden plate and princess, but basically, like, call anytime he wants to. And basically, with that, well, he puts replicants across town, and then they proceed to go home. They also mentioned apparently that him and, well, Okichi, they proceed to fight basically throughout the next day. And then they ride back at the cave and think, oh, it's going to be still the cave. Nope, it looks like a full functioning city now. Kind of. Like there's pillars everywhere. It looks like very advanced. Apparently, Earthflay and Okichi proceed to build up the whole entire place. We see that it's mostly on construction. Oh, look, residential district. Like, don't see what it is. I do love the fact that the kids basically get a chance to see this place. But they're like, hi, oh, this is where Dad grew up. Yep. So then, of course, as soon as he gets there, well, the doctor who's there informs them that the old man, which, by the way, voiced by Sonny Surratt, believe it or not, is dying. Really dying. And before he dies, Okichi basically introduces him to his children, the fact that he's an apostle lord, and the fact that him, Dami, and, well, Okichi proceed to change names. Basically, Okichi is now, I think, like, different kind of Kichi, basically, lower brow, I think it is. And, of course, Okichi is now Mikichi. Earthlight doesn't change name at all. Also, before they arrived, basically, Mi proceeds to level up. And she becomes basically a vampire noble. And with this, she officially becomes Ogbro's wife. So, then, like, as soon as he dies, it's like, oh, everything was all good. And all of a sudden, the kids' eyes become like, what's happening? Oh, the old man basically pulled a joke. He got hard. Okay, I'm about to say something. This is for adults only. You know what I'm talking about. Kids, mute the next, like, if any kids are watching this. Okay, we're currently at about 5 minutes in. I want you to mute what I'm going to say for basically about 10 seconds. He got rock hard. Yes, he did. He got rock hard for no reason. And now you can unmute it. Unmute now. Okay. So, yeah. If any kids are watching, please mute that tiny part. Yeah, basically, you may not hear me saying it, but basically, if you ever see my hands, you can unmute it now, because basically I want to be very careful, because who knows, kids might be watching. So, he dies, and then they proceed to burn the body and have a tournament. And, well, they basically have their sparring match. Very briefly, everyone gets ranked up. No, like, took a rank up per se, but everyone gets basically new positions. And then we see that apparently, well, Ryu had proceeded to, like, he's woken up from bed and looks like he's had a round of sex with the redhead knight, with the redhead and Daffy. Yeah. How? Because they both don't have tops on. Yeah, that's why I can figure these two both had a round of sex. Yep, and he's contacted by the princess to hire him for a job. What the job is, they don't say. It's like, oh, something big is company. Now, that is pure setup for season 2. Who knows if we're going to have one. Yeah, I really hope we get a season 2, because this is definitely a series I have enjoyed watching. And this is one of those shows, by the way, good episode. Can't wait for we get season 2. Final thoughts on this first season show. This is one of those shows that I, well, was originally binge watching, but then I added to my interview schedule because why not? It's been a while since this happened. Where prior to this one, and in the course long after this, I had Archdemon's Dilemma, Hello Upright. I think it was also, well, in the case Too Much Movie Fantasy, that was going to be added anyways. That was already pre-planned because I watched season 1 and I was waiting for the dub for season 2. So the only ones, basically, aside from this one that was not pre-planned to be added part of my Fish review schedule, is, besides this one, is Archdemon's Dilemma, How Love You Outright, and Chill in the World with Love with Two Powers. These 3 anime were not planned as part of the review schedule, but I just happened to be added anyways because I was reviewing it, and there were still more episodes left, and I was not going to basically switch the sub because I like the dub. Also, I found out this last episode that Gafu is voiced by Lindsay Heidel. Yep, Lindsay Heidel voices this woman. I think I do have her on my list here. Excuse me, let's see if I can find it here. Lindsay Heidel. Oh, I thought she was on here. Oh, wait, there she is. So, wow. Last one I watched with her in it was Parallel Pharmacy. That's interesting. Yeah, I did not really expect that at all, but this is now officially the 12th series. Yes, the 12th series now for her. There's still some, basically, I've not seen a series in quite some time with them. One of them happens to be 70 Steve, and Amanda Lee still at 7. Yes, freaking 7. Who knows? Of course, she is also the voice of Eris from Mushoku Tensei. Yeah, the thing with Lindsay Heidel is I haven't heard her voice in a lot of anime, but I do enjoy shows with her in it. Yes, I do. So, there's that. So, this is going to be pretty much it for particular review. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn notifications, and do not hit the dislike button. Next up we have is, well, Tsumachi Moonlight Fantasy. That one is next. I was originally planning on doing Demon Slayer next, but the only reason I'm next because that really cool cliffhanger. Yep, that's mainly the reason why that I really want to do that one. So yeah, so until you see you all in my next video, bye.